Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Now, I know I haven't been uploading a lot, and I haven't been seeing like a lot of comments on my videos. All I would like to see is just some comments, communication. I'm gonna try and upload a lot more often and try. But right now, yeah. Anyway, I got part 4 of What If Deku Was Neglected? Or I think part 5? I don't know. Whichever one it is, I'll probably just put it down. But yeah, I think it's part 4 or 5. Yeah, I think it's part 5. Anyway, the last time I left off is when Azumo got dropped off by a AI is an AI robot. So yeah. Anywho, let's get on with the story. So, you hear like a whoosh at the front door of All Might's place, or Azuku's old home. So yeah. Anywho, yeah. Uh, man, I'm kind of having a little bit of trouble thinking of what to say. But yeah, Deku, or when Azuma is dropped off, All Might asks where he went. He said, "Oh, nowhere, Dad. Nowhere special." Oh, well, I was just, no need, Dad. Under his breath, it's not like you would care anyway. What was that? Oh, nothing, nothing. I said nothing. I'm gonna go to my room now. Anyways, All Might. Inko. Inko. Yes, honey? What is it? I'm starting to think Zumo is starting to hang out with the number 2 hero more than me. Uh, uh, um, well, you do you do realize you haven't been spending a lot of time with him. Neither have I. So number so no wonder why he's spending more time with the number 2 hero Deku. I I am not afraid to admit I have not been the best mother to Azumo in a long time. I realize that I've done bad to him, and I'm gonna try and slowly make that up to him by trying to be nicer and better to him. Maybe maybe you should do the same thing. Maybe try and get to know him or something. Or get Azumi to get Azumi and her help. Maybe she can help you out with that. Uh, you really think so, Inko? Of course, honey. I'm sure it will work. Trust me. As she smiles, Toshinori's head. Ah, that smile always brings me great happiness. It never ceases to amaze me how such a simple thing can bring one content. Anyway, yeah. Oh yeah, one more thing. The reason why my phone is at 50% is because I just got done downloading a bunch of pictures for my files and stuff, so hopefully you're gonna like what you're gonna see in the few minutes here. I got like Black Ops pictures and stuff, like all that stuff. Anywho, yeah. The next day, you hear a knock at the door. Toshinori gets up and goes and answers it. the next thing he sees, the pro hero, number 2 pro hero, Deku. Now I know what he looks like, and I know. His hair, picture the pictures to be more like red instead of like green and black. It's red and black. So yeah, look at the picture and just see it as red and black. The spots that are green are red, and the spots that are black stay black. The shoes stay the same. So yeah. Oh, All Might. Well, I was kind of hoping that Azuma would be here. Where is the young lad, anywho? Um, he's not here right now. Maybe come back later. Huh. Well, that's sort of weird. I've known the young fellow for a long time, and I know that he doesn't just up and go. Huh. Well, that's certainly strange. Do you perhaps know where I might find him? No, sorry. As All Might tries to shut the door, Azuku puts his hand in the way. Hey now. Let's try and be friendly. I don't see what the problem is. Can I at least come in? Toshinori, inside his head. Okay, come in. Ah, well, thank you for the hospitality, All Might. You're welcome. It's always nice to see a friendly face. Anywho, I have a few things that I would like to discuss with you, All Might. Oh yeah? What are these important issues? Well, you see, it's about young Midoriya, or, no, dang it. It's about young Azumo's, his mental state. I've been noticing his glances at you, and noticing that he doesn't wield any sort of hospitality towards you. Oh, well, um, so I thought I would bring this to light, you know? Yeah, thanks. Well, anyway, next time when you see young Azumo, please notify me. Me and him have a few training exercises to do. Ah, okay. I'll make sure to do that. See you around, number 2. I see you like to joke, do you? Well, I'll joke around with you too, as he slaps All Might on the shoulder. You are quite funny. Truly, you are. So yeah, as Azuku leaves, as Azumo is actually in his room still sleeping. So Azuku pulls out his small phone, he clicks a few numbers, and it starts ringing. Point of view, Azumo. Ring, ring. Ah, what, oh, my phone. As he picks it up, hello? Who is this? Why, it's me, young Azumo. Where are you? Uh, I'm still in bed. What do you need? Huh. Strange. I just came over to your house just this morning, and your father told me that you were off somewhere. What? You were here? Yes. I came over today expecting to see you up and early. It's for our training. Have you forgot? Oh, our training. Yes. I'm sorry. I forgot. Huh. Well, no need for apologies. After all, it is quite early, so I didn't expect you to be up and early right away. So I can see why you weren't up. Well, thank you for your understanding. Ah, no, don't thank me. Not yet, at least. Alright, well, anyway, I'll get dressed. Alright, young Zumo, I'll expect you. I'll expect you at the coordinates. Oh, okay, I'll be there. Alright, I best see you there then. I'll be waiting. I'll be waiting at the front gate. Yeah, we see Azumo getting up in early, or getting up in his head. Oh man, my hair is a mess. Maybe I should comb it back, or try and style it. As he's combing his hair, looking at himself in the mirror. Good enough. Now, let's get these clothes off and change into my new ones. As he takes off his shirt, takes off his pants, goes inside of his room, locks the door, changes out of his underwear, changing into new ones, putting on pants, putting on a relatively blank regular shirt. It doesn't have any designs on it or anything. It's just a regular shirt. Is there anything else that I need? No, I think I'm good. As, yeah. After that, he puts on, like, what do you call them things? A beanie? Or something? Yeah, I think you call them a beanie. Those, like, those, like, wool hats that go on your head. I think you call those a beanie or a toque or something. I'm Canadian, so I don't know who else calls them a toque. That's probably weird to some people. Asking if you know what like those things are, like if you're a Canadian or if anyone else says a toque, or anyone else in the world that says toque for like a beanie, well, that's how I've been saying it. So yeah. Anywho, yeah. Uh, what else? What was supposed to happen today? Um, well then. Let me check the time here. Alright, doing good. So yeah. So as Azumo puts on his pants, slipping on his shoes, and then after that, uh, slipping on his shoes, or no, putting on his socks, and then slipping on his shoes, tying up his shoes laces, and then after that, he puts on like fingerless gloves. He puts on some fingerless gloves that end at the wrist, and then he puts on his jacket. So yeah, and then he's out the door. Inko asks, Azumo, where are you going? Uh, I'm just going out, okay? Nothing to worry about. Okay, if you say so then. I trust you. Yeah, yeah, whatever. Thanks, Mom. See you around. Okay. See you, Azumo. in Azumo's head, huh, that was weird. Mom never cares about where I'm going. She almost never asks me until now. Huh, I wonder what's up with everybody today. Now everybody's just wondering where I'm going all of a sudden. Weird. Just weird, man. So, yeah. After that, they meet up at a gym. They meet up at a hardcore gym. That's what it's called. That's literally the name. Hardcore gym. They have like tons and tons and tons of weights, and actual weights that say ton. A ton. So, like, if anyone knows what a ton weighs, you know how heavy it is. I'm not gonna imagine how heavy it is, because I probably won't get it right. I probably set it too high or too low. So I'm gonna just say where I think it is, okay? Even though I just said I'm not gonna say, I just said I'm gonna say. So I would say around, like, what the hell? 142 tons? I don't know. I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to, like, measure tons or anything like that. So I'm gonna just say, like, they do some hardcore training, is what I'm saying. So yeah. Oh yeah. Uh. So after that, I think I said somewhere in the last videos, I think I said they had 2 years before UA. Now it's like 1 year before UA. 1 year. And so yeah. So we skip in to about 10 months through. Azumo has just been like, doing the hardcore gym training, lifting 100 tons each day, day by day, getting used to the weights, moving on to heavier weights, even wearing weighted clothing. And if anyone knows about Dragon Ball Z, you know weighted clothing. You know what it is. It's clothing that is weighted by ki or magic or whatever, but he wears wristbands that weigh like 7 tons, and he wear like wristbands that weigh 7 tons, a vest underneath his clothes that weigh 7 tons, and another 7 tons strapped to his ankles and strapped to his like waist. And then like another 7 tons on his shoulders with shoulder pads. Just overall, he's wearing like an entire weighted armor suit. Well, gotta go take a leak, guys. I'll be right back. Alright, so yeah, as Izuku. Alright, Izumo, that's enough. As you see him in this suit, the core reactor in the chest, the visor, the jet boots, the gravity gauntlets, the storter, the gravity distorting gloves, and one more thing. Uh, Azuku found out a way for the Saikai quirk canceling bullets, or a serum, I should say. He found out the serum to the quirk canceling bullets without using Aries' blood. He found out how to use it without using her blood or any DNA of some sorts. So yeah. As he said, alright, that's enough. Now for your next 10 months of training. Next 10 months? Yep, your next 10 months of training. This next 10 months will be quirkless training. Quirkless? How will that work? I already have a quirk. Yes, but I have done the impossible. I've done something that nobody else, not even the smartest of of scientists at my lab has ever seen anything quite magnificent to what I've made. Uh, really? Yes, it's called the Quark Canceling Serum. If you inject this stuff inside to your system, it's gonna shut down your quark for 24 hours. After the 24 hours is up, well then of course it's gonna return back to you. But if I ever choose to, I can set that serum to permanent, which I've already done to some villains. They never had their quirk back. Wait, you've done that? Yes. Those who use their power for darkness do not deserve to wield the pure and absolute power they have. People that use their power only for their self-entertainment and their own self-pity does not deserve any sort of power in this world. That's how it is, and that's how it's gonna be. If I don't do anything and just sit there and wait for someone else to do it, then who am I? Huh? Who am I? That's not how the number two hero does it. That's how I do it. And I'm gonna change this world for the best. Having everybody shut down your dreams is not good. So yeah. Oh, well, that really does sound really courageous of you. Well, of course it is. I'm the number two hero, of course. You can never be over too courageous. You always gotta strive for the top. You must strive for your goals and admiration. Believe in oneself, and you shall complete it. Oh, but anyway, yeah, come here. Oh, okay. Here, drink this, as he hands him a little cup. Oh, okay. What is that? That was the serum. That was the serum? Yes. That's so I can get this. Is that a needle? Yes, yes it is. You act like you haven't seen a needle in your entire life before. Well, that's because I never wanted to, ever since I, I, c- come on, boy, Jesus, just spit it out already. Stop stuttering with your words. I'm sorry. After I got my first needle, I never wanted to have another one since it hurt so much. Really? You never wanted to have another needle since it hurt? Yes. It's embarrassing, I know. Huh. Well, no matter the case, I'm gonna work through that. Anywho, follow me, kid. Use your quirk. I, I can't. And that's the idea. The serum that I just gave you allows you not to use your quirk for 24 hours. And we gotta get started for those before those 24 hours are up. You're gonna go through some hellish training, kid. I'm not gonna lie to you. You're gonna endure everything that I have to throw. Then after that, you're ready for UA. Really? Yes. To have to succeed, you must go through the harsh reality. To be successful, you must succeed in those steps. Okay, then I will do anything. Huh, I like your admiration, kid. You really remind me of my younger self back in the days. Do I? Yes, you really do. But anyway, but anyway, I'll see you around. No, that doesn't make any sense. Anyways, come with me, kid. Anyway, come with me, kid. As he follows him towards a beach. What are we doing here at the beach? Well, what we're doing here is... What we're doing here is... We are doing training. Training? What kind? Well, the type of training we're doing is muscle training. Muscle training? Didn't we already do this? Yes. Yes, we have. But still. But this time, you're gonna fight Quirkless, since I know somebody at UA is gonna test you. Who's gonna test me? Do you know the Eraser hero? Eraserhead? Yeah, I know him. I know him. Well, he's kind of harsh on the first years. Once he expelled an entire class just because he didn't see any worth in their quirks. So I'm gonna teach you how to fight Quirkless. I'm gonna teach you everything of how to fight Quirkless and gain strength. Oh, okay. Well, anyways, yeah, come on. Here, I even packed you a swimsuit. You really are thoughtful, Sensei. Well, I know I am. That's how I like myself to be. Oh, um, thank you. Anytime. Just ask. Oh, okay, I'll make sure to do that. Yeah. Anywho, here, slap this on. Out here in the middle of public? Is there anyone else around you that you can see besides me? Actually, yes, over there, as he points to two people at the pier. Oh, well, I didn't see them. Quick eye, kid, quick eye. Well, I'll see you around. Well, I'll see you around, I guess. Call me back when you're done your training. I want you to do 100 laps back and forth from that pier all the way over there to the other, pointing to, like, basically about a baseball or a football. No, not a football. 2 football fields worth of swimming. Uh, you want me to do that? Yes, swim all the way there to that other pier, all the way back here, and do that 100 times. I don't want to hear any of it. Just do it. Trust me, I already did. I already did this training way back when I was younger and your age. I've done this 100 times. And I made sure to do it over and over, again and again. And look at my results as he pulls up his shirt, showing off his six-pack. So yeah, showing off his six-pack. So yeah. Anyways, Izuku leaves, and then after that, yeah. Izuku leaves, or no, yeah. Izuku leaves, and then after he leaves, Azumo, or no, he didn't change yet. Actually, Azuku actually placed down a little bead inside the sand, and then something started poking out of the ground and started constructing into a changing room. As it said, changing room. Uh, what? How? Oh, I forgot. This is one of my technologies. A self-building technological advancement. I can place down these beads and they have buildings inside of them. That's amazing. I know it is. I invented it. Well, anyways, get to working, or get to changing, or else I'll have to punish you later. Yes, sir. On it. I won't let you down. I know you won't, 'cause you're relentless. See you around in half an hour, hopefully. Half an hour? Yes, that's the time limit that I'm setting for you. If you don't do it until then, I'll give you a partial punishment. It's not gonna be bad, trust me. It's just gonna be a little bad, but not too bad as you think it's gonna be. Oh, okay. So yeah, Azuku leaves his jet boosters on his feet, start blowing. You hear like a as he goes blasting off into the sky. His visor kicking on and blocking out any sort of bugs or any like wind out of his eyes. They also act like sort of a force field and a visor, like they scan the area, all that stuff. Like I explained in the past episode, if I didn't explain that. And if I did, I'm sorry, I just don't remember, and I don't have that good of a memory. So, you're gonna have to forgive me for not having that good of a memory or anything, okay? So, yeah. So, yeah. We skip to 2 hours later, and you see Azumo counting 90, or no, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 98, 99, 100, as he makes the full laps back and forth 100 times. As when he comes out, his muscles are absolutely shivering and shaking out of pure exhaustion. And his skin or his fingers look completely drained of liquid. Or, you know, when your fingers get shriveled up? That's what his fingers look like, except 10 times worse. Ugh. As you hear like a. Well, it looks like you finally did it, kid. I had no doubt in my mind that you would complete this task without fail. Ooh, you're looking a little rough on the edges there. Uh, well, yeah, of course. It is quite troubling to do that without having this effect. Huh. Come with me, kid. I'll have the healing chamber heal you up real nice and return you back to when you just started. Your muscles will not hurt. In fact, your muscles will grow instantly since it takes like about, I would say about a month or a week for your muscles to come back stronger than ever. If I put you inside a regeneration pod, well then, the regeneration pod will absolutely bring out the muscle inside you. So yeah. Alright, come back with me. As he grabs on to Azumo, grabbing onto the house or the changing place, he grabs onto that pressing a button on the side of it. Then it starts to condense down into that little pill, and then he picks it up, puts it in his little utility belt here. He put it in his little utility belt, and he flies off with a Zumo on his back. Whoa! This is amazing! Isn't it? You want me to go faster? Yeah, go faster! As Zuko picks up the speed by turning the dial inside of his chest. This also acts as a reactor and as a dial for speed. As he turns the dial up to 11. When he turns it up to 11, he starts going faster and faster. Woohoo! As you hear Azumo screaming in absolute fun and delight. So yeah. Yeah. After Azuko gets all the way to the cliffside, he clicks a button on his wrist, and then the cliffside opens up like a panel. It opens up side to side like a sliding door. It pushes inward, and then it slides to the left and right, each door. Whoa, cool! Oh yeah, that's right, I didn't really show you what happened last time when I brought you here. Oh yeah, I forgot, I didn't show you what happened last time when I brought you here, did I? So yeah. I'm not gonna show you. I'm not gonna take the time out of my day to show you, since I'm pretty sure that most of you saw the last video. You know what I'm talking about. The last of you guys saw the last video. So yeah. As Zumo. Whoa, there's so many robots! Well, there are humans too, but they're really not here. Oh. Oh. Okay. Well, alright. Yeah, that's one of the prototypes that we're working on as he sees the gigantic piloted robot. The gigantic piloted, or no. Yeah, I think so. The the gigantic Pacific Rim robot. Or, yeah. It's piloted by two other smaller robots that are drone controlled. So yeah. As Zuko. So yeah. Zuko, he makes it all the way to the regeneration chamber, all the while seeing all the robots that you've seen in the last video. Hopefully all of you remember all the robots that I showed you in the last video. Remember those squad of 8, like, robots that were made for heavy lifting and army stuff, like carrying tanks, carrying, like, heavy loads of shipments of ammo and gun material? All of that. So yeah. So yeah, Ozuku, he puts him in the regeneration chamber. What about my clothes, Azumo? Azuku, don't worry about your clothes. They're gonna get wet anyway. So just get in there, alright? Okay, if you say so, Sensei. As he gets into the regeneration chamber, he says to him, slide on the mask. As he slides on the mask locking around his face in a tube going down his throat, and a tube going down his throat. As he starting to choke a little, Azuku points for him to breathe out of his nose. He Oh yeah, the pipe splits off into his nose, by the way. So it connects into the mask, essentially going down his throat, splitting, going up towards his nostrils, coming out of his nostrils and connecting to the mask. So yeah. And I know that some of you just had to just when hearing that. You know, everybody does. So yeah, as Azumo does as he was told and starts breathing out of his nose. Surprisingly, he starts to breathe. And he stops freaking out as the pod starts to fill up with the stuff. It starts to fill up immediately. So yeah. So after that happens, Azuku or Azumo starts to feel the healing effect and starts to be put at ease. So he starts to feel the healing effect and all that stuff, feeling his muscles being put back together, and it sort of feels like your muscles are being massaged on the inside. In the water, there are microscopic sized nanobots that are entering his skin through his sweat pores, entering his skin and inside of the surface of his body. So if anyone has ever seen one of those muscle diagrams of the human body and the anatomy, you know what I'm talking about, like the human body and anatomy of the muscle diagram. So all of those nanobots are going inside of his skin, going inside the skin, massaging his muscles and putting them back together, putting a regenerative adhesive onto the muscle, regenerating the muscle and making them 10 times more stronger. So yeah. So anyway, yeah. So as the muscles are being healed in 50 minutes later, the nanobots start to retreat out of his body. The nanobots come out of his body and they go back into the water or healing adhesive. They start going back into the healing adhesive and start remixing it all, making it better. And all the while, the regeneration pod from Dragon Ball Z reference. So yeah, the regeneration pod, I call it. So yeah, yeah. Like I said, I'm starting to feel a little bit tired since you see my timeline, you see the time on my phone, you can see it right there where my battery percentage is. I don't know why I'm recording these at such late hours, but hey, like I said, I'm gonna try and record more videos for you guys. So yeah. Anyway, wow, that stuff did the dreams. Yeah, that's why I made it. And even while you were in there, it started making upgrades to itself. It started making upgrades to itself. Uh, oh, really? Yeah, I designed it that way. I designed it to upgrade itself and learn from its upgrades. So yeah, here in my lab or in my base, we do a lot of experiments, a lot of tests, and upgrade our technology to exponential levels of technological advancements. We specifically focus on technological advancements. We all work to work. That is what we all do. So yeah. Anywho, yeah. So Deku or Zumo, yeah, Zumo. So Master, what's next for training? Well, well, my boy. Next training is, of course, well, battle training. But battle training? Yes. Yes. Oh, okay. Okay. Ready, ready, the combat chamber. Six of these guys come out of the panel wall. They come out and they salute to Midoriya. They say, Master Midoriya, we are ready for training. Ah, good. All charged up and ready for battle, huh? Yes, sir! As they salute once more and bow. Oh, wow. Who are they? Oh, these guys? These guys are battle test dummies. They are specifically built for training and training alone. So that's why they're extra durable. Extra, durable? Yes, they can withstand anything. Their metal their metal outer crust is made out of adamantium and their center is made of vibranium. Adamantium and vibranium? Aren't those two metals the most rarest metals to find on Earth? Yes, and I struck a gold mine of seven, I would say a Mount Everest amount of metal. I found a Mount Everest amount of metal or adamantium. Same thing goes for vibranium. I found the amount of Mount Everest. Man, I am just stumbling with my words. God dang. So yeah. So anyway, yeah. Their outer crust is made out of adamantium. It's pretty tough, but once you break them down to their skeleton, you get to the vibranium, and that stuff is tough to break. Even I tested it. And even for my own strength, it is near impossible to break it. But I did it. I made the impossible possible. You broke you broke vibranium? Yes, I broke vibranium. Which should say scientifically that should be impossible. But like I keep saying, I made the impossible possible. Oh, amazing. As expected from my master, of course. Haha, yes. As expected of your master. Anywho, let's get to training, shall we? Yes, yes, of course. Straight to training. as the seven robots like salute saying, "Yes, let's get the training, young master. We have to build up your durability." Oh, that's what we're working on. Yes, your durability and overall your stamina. My stamina and durability? Yes, they need to be extended so you can last longer in a fight. And a little last longer in the future, if you know what I'm saying. Poking fun at Azumo. Azumo turns red, saying, "Master, we shouldn't talk about something so inappropriate." I'm just joking with you. Come on, don't be so serious. Uh, I don't like your joking around, Master. It's not funny. Come on, you know it's a little funny. Alright, I'll stop picking on you. But for seriousness, though, you gotta last longer in a fight. If you don't last long in a fight, you're gonna go down relatively quickly. I learned that the hard way. Oh, okay. As he says, "Alright, I want you." As one of the robots comes up, "Yes, Master. What do you need?" "Alright, I want you to especially go hard on the boy. Not too hard to the point where you're gonna break his bones, but to. Or actually, no, yeah. Yeah, go as hard as to the point of breaking his bones. You're the only one I want you to do that." "Yes, Master." "Yes." As Azuma, wait, what? Why do you want him to break my bones?" "Well, to build up your bone strength. Look at me." "Hey, you, come over here," as he points to one of the big guys. "Yes, master. What is it?" "Break my arm." Huh? What is this? Some type of trickery? My master would never request something so idiotic." "Do as you're told and try and break my arm." Uh, uh, Fine. As as the robot comes over and grabs him by the arm and trying to snap his arm in half. But the robot is actually having a hard time to break his bones. The robot is actively trying to break his bones in half. Switching to the leg on the joint, he tries to do a joint lock and trying to break it with that joint lock. He tries to break off the bone at the joint, but Azuku just like flexes his muscles in his legs and the joint moves in the correct way it's supposed to move. Like you flex your muscles in your arm comes inward. You know, like when you're doing like a flex, you bring your fist towards your face. Well, the robot was trying to break it at the elbow, and he flexed his arm and brought his fist right next to his face, while the robot was still trying to break his arm. You see, Azumo, I went through years of training, and even these guys, which were built for heavy lifting, and specifically built for absolute strength, are having a difficult time trying to break my bones. I went through hell getting this strength. Strength does not come without sacrifice. If you want strength, you'll have to endure the absolute hell in order to gain it. Do you understand me, young man? "Yes, master. I wish to become the strongest hero. And by wishing for that, you have to endure hell in order to achieve your dream, young man." "Yes, I understand now, master." "Alright, big man, you can stop now." "Ugh. Alright, master. Have I done well?" "Yes, you've done well. You can go back to whatever you were doing now." "Right to it, sir." as the robot stomps off, going back to his crate, which he was carrying full of ammo and like rockets, grenades, and all of that stuff. He was transporting a lot of that stuff to the towards the hangar bay area. The hangar, which is where they like put most of their like most of their airplanes and most of their like transport air vehicles or transporting vehicles in for the air, like troopers, all that stuff. You know, like the troopers from Star Wars, they have like those little transportation airlift things. Well, in each plane, they can fit like around 100. For big ones, they can fit around like 200 robots in one of those big airplanes. But these ones are futuristic. These ones are big. They are gigantic, so they can fit like, I would say, around 400. The futuristic ones, they can fit 200. No, I said 400. Yeah. Yeah. 400. They can fit 400 robots in each of them. So as you can imagine, uh, yeah. So the big guy goes back to what he was doing. I guess I'll show you the new addition to the robot family, or the few additions. You see anything here that you don't recognize? Cause here's one. This wasn't here. This is a mech suit, which is actually piloted, surprisingly, by a mercenary. This mercenary has high-tech suits, and these are the mercenaries' like arms coming out of the side of the robot. You see this? The arm and the bigger arm with the tricep, the tiny tricep. You see the arms? You're right here, this fist, right here, by the thigh. These are the mercenaries' arms coming out of the robot, and these are the robot's like bionicle limbs. These are like pistons, all that stuff, uh, wiring. And this is like a metal fusion of adamantium and vibranium. Adamantite, or vibranium adamantite is what it's called. Vibranium adamantite. It's indestructible metal. You cannot dent it or scratch it or even put a scuff on it. So yeah, this metal is super overpowered. This is like a mercenary who watches over the place, making sure that no one gets in, and if anyone did, alarms would be shooting off and alerting everyone around in the area that someone is intruding. And this mercenary would be the very first one that they would see, and the very last. Very few people have ever made it to see the light of day, to see them, ever. So to see like anyone like this is very rare and live. This is a mech suit. Surprise, surprise, Iron Man suit. And this is actually piloted by Azuku himself, or this is gonna be Azumo's secret suit that he's building. It has a blade coming off of its arm. It has jet boosters on the palms of the hand and on the bottom of the feet. A chest blaster that is shaped like a regular line. So yeah. And then like the rest of the arsenal of Iron Man that he had, the rest of the arsenal and all that other stuff. So yeah. So yeah, if anyone so yeah. Or you know what? This is gonna be like a prototype for the army, since you can see like the army in the background. You can see like a tank there, a soldier, people. This is gonna be like something integrated in the army forces. And little by little, every suit that Midoriya has produced, he said it took him really like a year to make, which only it took like him like a week or two to make. So this suit took him like a month and a half to make. He can make hundreds and hundreds because it's a factory. His base of operations is a factory as well, and as a training place, medical place, science place. So the mountain is actually fully used, and it goes deeper, about 2 miles underground. 2 miles underground. So yeah. It goes 2 miles underground, and at the very top, the top of it goes. So yeah. Here it is, the new additions. This is what we call an administrator. An administrator for the robots. This thing is 10 feet. You know what? No, it's 12 feet. This thing is 12 feet, and you see that little dome at the top of it? Right here. You see this? That's where a person's head is supposed to stick out. This thing is piloted by a military operative that dropped out because, yeah. So that's an administrator armor set. These things are made of the same thing. Adamantium, or no, vibranium, adamantite. The gold, the blue, and some other metals fused in there to make it stronger. Some other iron ingots, tungsten, all that stuff added in there to make it extra stronger and more durable. And this is also I would say this is like another military like thing, but this is actually like for his own little army. He's built like 70 of these guys. It has a saw blade, rocket launchers on its ankles, a machine gun for an arm, a missile launcher on the back, and a smaller grenade launcher on its shoulder there. So yeah. And as you can see, its head, which a human body would not be able to fit inside that thing, it's remotely controlled. And this guy is a police force. It's a vehicle that's used by policemen. They are explained in grave detail so they can use it. Or they can use it as a robot helper with an AI police force system checked into it. So yeah. Anywho, yeah. That's what happens. That's all that there is for now. Now, let's get back to this. As we skip through the 10 months, and Azumo, his bones are pretty resistant to breaking easy. They're really resistant. So yeah. So Izuku is out on the street doing hero stuff. One for all and all for one charges through his veins. KCM is activated. His body glows with KCM power in Sage mode. So he's rushing through the city, just going out throughout the city, stopping crime wherever it is, attaching a note to the forehead of the villain saying, "Number 2 hero, Deku, has arrived and has left." That's what it says on the note of each villain that he catches and hands to the police. So day by day, he's just been doing this. He went around the world for a little bit, tracking down villains, putting them in jail, all that stuff, all that glorified stuff. Azuku knows that he can take on anyone, but one day, as we flash back to when Nergagantu and Azuku talk. Azuku, one day, a great powerful foe will appear and fight you, and that opponent will come next to your power. He will destroy everything you know and love unless you get strong and get powerful, which you already are, but this enemy right now far surpasses you in many ways. So get stronger, get faster, get more durability, more healing. Be all these things in order to defeat your foe. Don't forget that, Azuku Midoriya. I'll make sure not to. I won't disappoint you. I know you won't, 'cause I have faith in you. Now go along and start your new life as Azuku Uzumaki. I think that's what I said, right? Azuku Uzumaki, or yeah, Azuku Uzumaki. He has red hair. That's why he's an Uzumaki. AKA, he's like a 20% reincarnation of Naruto and Kushina. So Uzumaki kind of fits. So his stockpiling power also comes in with his chakra. And his chakra is immense. Which is his energy, by the way, because chakra is technically energy, but yeah. Let me check the timeline here. Let's take a... Oh! Look at that, guys. Well, looks like I'm gonna have to stop right here then. Well, for all of you who stayed to the end to hear what I have to say, you better make sure to comment, like, subscribe, share this with your friends and family if you have them, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye-bye!